And now you've got Randall, DiVincenzo, Anderson, Highland, and Conley on the floor.
Who's your five? I guess Julius is your five.
He's on Şengün. You got Anderson on Durant. Shot clock down to 6. Durant for 3. Hit it. Kevin Durant on fire in the fourth quarter in overtime. Another 30-point game. He breaks the tie with Karl Malone for the fourth most in NBA history. It's his 436th of his legendary career. Shot clock down to 5. Shepard knocks it away. Gets to the loose ball. To Thompson underneath for the easy 2. And Chris Finch calls a timeout. Houston is outscoring the Wolves 11-0 here in overtime. SportsCenter is up next. All the NBA highlights. Sweet 16 preview. Ty Simpson's pro day for Alabama. Major League Baseball is underway. DiVincenzo's 3 no good. And a quick one and done.
And the one thing I'd say about Minnesota is I don't know that they have one guy. Now, Conley started tonight, but I don't think they have a guy that when things start to unravel, that can pull them out of it.
Şengün with the monster slam. He's got 30. The lead is 13. Still plenty of time, as we saw from what happened at the end of regulation, but something good's got to happen for Minnesota, and it does. Conley with a corner 3.
You still got time, but you got to start to get some stops.
Jabari Smith left alone. Can't answer with the 3. Minnesota ball. 4-on-4. Randall on the cut. Goes to the right hand. Miss. The putback is good by Anderson. And a Houston foul. Good hustle by Kyle Anderson. They brought him back. Signed him. Anderson trying to make it a 7-point game with 2:20 on the clock. Gets the bounce.
Terrence Shannon Jr. has checked in for Minnesota as you see them push up and pressure.
6 quick points for Minnesota. Şengün doesn't get it across. It's an 8-second backcourt violation. Houston now the team that's falling apart late.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about for both teams. Turnovers at critical junctures.
20th turnover by the Rockets. DiVincenzo driving, reverse layup is good, and it's a 5-point game at the 2-minute mark, and now a Houston timeout. And Jaden McDaniels hasn't been back in the game for a while. You got to think, as we mentioned, he didn't look right as that was knocked out of bounds by Minnesota. There's something wrong there because he has not returned since he left late in the fourth. They get it across the timeline on this possession. Durant telling Şengün to get out of the way, but he'll set the screen. Now Durant with a shot clock inside at 10. Thompson bounces down low. Şengün 4 to shoot. Şengün missed it. Rebound Randall. 1:35 left. Randall, hard drive and score. It's a 3-point game with 1:34 left.
Şengün can't stand up there. You know, he's got to get down in the stance and try to take away the left hand of Julius. He had made so many good defensive plays. That time it's just a straight blow-by.
10 in a row for Minnesota. Durant doubled, gives it up. Thompson in the paint. Goes at Randall, missed badly. Out of bounds. Gonna stay with Houston. 14 on the shot clock.
Their inability to play with a numbered advantage off a double team from Kevin Durant has haunted them.
Good deflection by Anderson. Durant has possession with a shot clock at 8. Lazy pass, collision. DiVincenzo had it, lost it. Now Minnesota secures it. Then the ball's on the floor again. Bonnie's on the floor as well. And Ray Acosta and Scott Foster are going to talk about it. Out of bounds. It is Minnesota ball.
And the turnovers for Houston mounting Again, they're going to shell out on Kevin Durant, right? And that time, just like little mishandle, turnover, and then a wild sequence as it comes loose. This game has been insane.
We've had two crazy games tonight here on ESPN. Atlanta-Detroit went to overtime. The Hawks won that one. We have 1:01 to go in overtime here. And after Houston started OT on a 13-0 run, Minnesota answers with 10 in a row. DiVincenzo to tie it up. Got it! What a comeback by the Wolves after Houston had its miracle run.
And when they've needed a bucket, they've screened at the top of the floor for Dante coming to his right hand.
Randall on Şengün. No Gobert, no Reed, no McDaniels, no Anthony Edwards. 4 starters down for the Wolves. Shot clock at 4. Şengün goes up, missed the shot. Rebound Minnesota.
How about Julius Randle fighting Alperen Şengün every step of the way in the post?
8-second difference between the game and shot clocks. Highland with 7 to shoot. Now Randle goes and gets it with 5. Guarded by Tate. Randle drives in the lane, stops, pops, hits! Minnesota takes the lead with 8.8 seconds left. 15 in a row for the Wolves.
I mean, that's back-to-back plays. One on the defensive end and then the bucket. We're going to start with...
Came back to force overtime. Minnesota was down 13 with 2:45 to go in overtime. They now lead by 2 with 8.8 seconds left. And it's Houston possession.
You know they are going to try to make anyone other than Kevin Durant or Alperen Şengün be the guy taking the shot.
Jabari Smith will inbound. Anderson is defending Durant on the far elbow. Houston out of timeouts. Minnesota out of timeouts. Both teams out of challenges. Durant trying to get free. He's got it. 6 seconds left. Durant drives into the lane, hangs, missed a shot, but a foul. And again, Minnesota out of challenges, so Durant will be at the line. Minnesota has not missed a free throw tonight. 23 of 23, and Durant is 10 for 10.
So you get Kevin Durant the inbound on the catch. He gets the corner turn. Kyle stands up just on the hesitation. And a little body contact, I guess, by Julius on the lower side of Kevin Durant. And Dante, too. Who they calling on? Dante or Julius?
No, they got it on Randall. That is his third. And so Durant looking to tie it up. Minnesota's out of timeout, so if Durant makes them both, but he didn't. He missed the first. I was going to say that they wouldn't be able to advance it, but they won't need to. So if you're Durant, do you miss on purpose?
Yeah.
We saw the Lakers just over a week ago have a miracle on a missed free throw intentionally. Can the Rockets do it here?
Highland and Tate tied up out here. The official trying to position Highland next to Tate, not in front of.
Rebound off of Minnesota, out of bounds with 1.1 second left. So Houston has one more shot at it. Reed Sheppard will check in. And Tate will go to the bench. The intentional miss, it works out for the Rockets. And they're out of timeouts. Can't get a 5-second violation. Durant defended by Anderson. They're going to put DiVincenzo on him as well. So nobody guarding the inbounder. Inbound pass deflected. And the game is over. Minnesota wins it in overtime. What a game. One of the best games of the season.